Eagles Entertainment.
Hi, Eagles everywhere, and welcome to the Eagles Insider Podcast, our Tailgate Edition on this Friday as the Eagles prepare to go west, young men, and play the San Francisco 49ers, the defending NFC Championship team. Now, the Niners have had their share of injuries, and certainly they have sought to overcome the loss of players like defensive end Nick Bosa and defensive tackle Solomon Thomas. Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo did not play last week, and the Niners went to the Giants and pounded New York 36-7. It is a deep and talented team. It's also a fast defense. So we'll get into that in this podcast, where today we're going to hear, of course, from Jim Cramer, the Mad Money man, who is hopeful, and that is the key word here, that the Eagles will turn things around as they begin the first of three extremely difficult games at San Francisco, at Pittsburgh, and home with Baltimore. And we'll visit with Eagles safety Jalen Mills, who talks about his love of the game of football. We spoke last week, and it's not all about the X's and the O's. It's all about getting out and competing for Mills, who played soccer in high school and who was an acclaimed soccer player before turning it over to football. But first, let's begin with our weekly one-on-one with the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz. Yes, he's struggling. Yes, his numbers are not impressive. But boy, oh boy, did Wentz play hard last week against the Bengals, leading the team down the field late in the fourth quarter to tie the game and send it into overtime. And that is where we begin our conversation. It's time for our weekly one-on-one with quarterback Carson Wentz, presented by NovaCare Rehabilitation. And I'm Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro. Carson, I want to go full optimism, full positive here, okay? That's my theme for the week. Let's talk about the Cincinnati game in the context of that last drive in regulation, 11 plays, 75 yards. You get into the end zone to tie the game. What went right in that drive? What did you like about that drive?
Yeah, guys made plays. Up front was awesome. The guys blocking their tail off where I, had time and I could improvise and scramble and make some plays. And, guys were where they needed to be and on time. We were making plays, playing fast. And obviously not the result we wanted in that game, but the way we finished, despite all the circumstances, and were able to tie it up and go down and score in a last-minute drive like that was very encouraging for me and for this whole offense and this whole team.
Do you go back and look at that drive and say, okay, this really worked nicely. Maybe we can kind of incorporate this into things we're doing moving forward?
For sure. There's definitely elements of that. And, I think we did a good job of recognizing coverages and guys playing fast. It was a game where the Bengals did a tremendous job of just mixing up coverage, over and over and over. And we were, that last drive able to see it and be on the same page and play fast. And those are some things, whether it's scheme and certain plays that we can, continue to build on, or just how we process and play fast the way we did. Those are definitely things we can utilize going forward.
The idea of you using your legs, Carson, I know you've always done it. How do you feel about that?
Feel good. It's one of those things when we need it, I'm down. I'm down. I'm ready to go. It's still not something I go searching for. There's, a bunch of guys on offense that are much faster than me that I'd rather get the ball to them. But when I need to, whether it's extending to throw the ball or extending to run and pick up first downs, those are big plays for us on offense. And it definitely stresses out the defense.
And then the idea of the up-tempo, the turbo offense, which has had quite a bit of success here. Why is that successful? Why do you seem to really like that?
Yeah, I think it starts up front. I think the up-tempo really goes well for the big guys up front because they can just lean on the D linemen and really tire them out and really enforce their will, so to speak. And so I think it starts with them both in the run game and in the passing game. And guys just feed off that and build off that. And, it kind of simplifies some things for us so we can just play fast and process and go quick. And, guys are doing a good job of that.
The idea of running the football, whether it's you or Miles or Jalen comes in and gets a carry here and there, the Eagles can run the football. We have seen that. It is proven. Do you foresee that as being a big part of the offense looking ahead?
Absolutely. Establishing the running game is always a big part of what we do, because it allows the O-line to really enforce their will, but also it helps our play action game, our boot and naked game, all of those things kind of play off of it. So And I mean, it's a strength of the O-line, but we got some backs that are very talented, and we can get them up the middle, get them on the edges, get them in space, and it's a huge part of what we do.
Earlier in the week, Coach Doug likened what's happening now with the injuries to what happened at the end of last year when you went on a 4-game winning streak. Why did it work last year? And does it also remind you of what happened in December last year?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does remind me of that, just with different pieces and guys filling in and stepping up. And every year I've been here, it's the next man up mentality. And, sometimes it's week 4, sometimes it's week 13, and or anywhere in between. And so for us, it's nothing really changes. It's just next guy up and step up and make some plays. And it's exciting for us to, it's exciting for new guys. Guys kind of rally and fuel. More emotion comes when a new guy maybe makes a catch down the field or something that guys don't really know what to expect, and guys are making plays. And so there's an energy and a passion behind it. So it's always fun to try and rally guys around and get the job done.
Speaking of next man up, tight end, Dallas Goedert, we are bummed that he's hurt. We wish him well and get back soon. But that gives Richard Rodgers a chance. That gives Hakeem Butler, who's the new guy, a chance. What will those two players add to this offense?
Yeah, it's both. Hakeem's definitely very new. Haven't had a lot of time there, but Richard's a guy that he's been here before. Whether it's physically here with the Eagles or just in the league, like he's had a huge role for a couple different teams, and he does it well. He mentally gets it. He understands offense. He'll be where he needs to be on time and does some great things like that. But he's just a guy we can utilize in the run game, the passing game, the blocking game. He kind of does everything really well, and his IQ and just able to process things definitely helps that he can just step right in and fill in for Dallas.
Carson, we all expect Zach to get a lot of targets, as he always does. Where can he line up? Is he so versatile that you can kind of move him into different spots around the formation?
Definitely. It's always every week, the NFL, you're trying to find matchups, and you're trying to find guys' best routes and best plays and where they can line up. So he can be number one to the field. He can be number one in the boundary. He can be in the slots and make some money over the middle. And he does a great job. I think we got a couple guys that can do those sorts of things. And Ertz is definitely a problem when it comes to matchups for opposing defenders. And, he's a guy we like to move around and create some mismatches.
It's the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday night. What has that defense shown you this week?
They play fast. They play fast and they're physical. It's that style of defense that, a handful of teams around the league play, and they play very disciplined. They mix it up a little bit, but nothing really crazy schematically, but they just play fast, disciplined, and they fly around to the football. So we just got to execute, play fast, and take care of business.
Give Eagles fans a reason. Tell me about the mood, the energy, the practice this week. I know Eagles fans are wondering what's going to happen next year. We are here to give them some optimism. What have you seen?
Yeah, we're excited about this opportunity, honestly. It's, we come back in on Mondays and Tuesdays and we watch the tape. And obviously the results haven't been there, but we're so close. We're so close. It's a turnover here. It's a false start here. It's different things, and the timing of our mistakes is really what's costing us. But we're so close. We're doing some good things, and guys are extremely confident. That hasn't changed. So that the energy and the passion around here hasn't changed, and we're excited to go prove it on Sunday Night Football.
We are thinking positively. Our weekly one-on-one with Carson Wentz, presented by NovaCare Rehabilitation. Carson, thanks so much. Good luck in prime time.
Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you.
Jalen Mills was a 7th-round draft pick by the Eagles in 2017. He played cornerback for 4 seasons before switching to safety this year. For Mills, getting into the NFL was just part of the fun. Staying here is even more difficult. Let's talk to Jalen Mills, Eagles safety, about the game of football, his love for it, and why he's made such a fine NFL career for himself. Safety Jalen Mills joins the Eagles Insider podcast. And, Jalen, we're a few games into the season, and it's a season that I think some people may not have thought would happen. I wondered, did you ever think in your mind in the spring, early summer, that this season would not happen?
I didn't. You know what I'm saying? When you think about football, man, and how many people watch the playoffs, and then how many people around the world watch the Super Bowl. Football runs the world, man, and you got to know everybody looks forward to the fall. So I definitely, personally thought that the season would come.
You just said football runs the world. I happen to agree with you. It runs my world. It runs your world. Why do you love the game of football so much?
Man, it's passion, it's energy, it's heartbreak, it's exciting, it's every emotion all into one, and it happens within 60 minutes and 4 quarters. It's so up and down, it's so emotional, and at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, you have 16 weeks of it, and it's just gonna bring the best out of you.
You played soccer before you played football, right?
Yep.
And I played soccer. I was captain of my soccer team in high school. And all the football guys thought that the soccer guys were soft for not playing football. How did you make the transition to a physical game?
Oh, man, I think it's just it was in my nature. You know what I'm saying? Kind of maybe hearing that too. Soccer guys are a little more finesse and different things like that. So it kind of put that edge and that hunger. But I think just on top of that, it was kind of a mindset thing.
Yeah. Is this season not having the preseason, you didn't really get hit a whole lot until the first game at Washington. How has the recovery been for you from a physical standpoint through the first 3 weeks?
I mean, I've been on top of it each and every day, making sure I'm in the training room, getting in and out of the cold tub, getting stretched, making sure my body feels good, and even if I have to do anything at home, making sure that that I'm good, because Coach always says, accountability is availability.
Jalen, you know that this Philadelphia sports fan, hey, they are not happy. They want this team to win every game. We all want to win every game. How do you react to wins and losses?
I'm a sore loser. I am. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. I feel like if you're not a sore loser and this sport is not for you, you know what I'm saying? Because winning is everything, especially with me. But also you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. Learn from it. Don't make those same mistakes twice, and get better each and every day.
Does it hit you after a loss right after the game, the night of the game, or the morning after?
Not right after the game, but on the drive home, as soon as I walk in my house and I sit on the couch, that kind of when, the energy drops on me and I am kind of upset, or I might be sad or frustrated or whatever. But as soon as I close my eyes and I wake up, it's 24-hour rule. You know what I'm saying? I'm on to the next. Are
you tuning into sports radio? Are you watching TV? Are you paying attention to social media? Are you letting all the outside forces get to you at all?
No, not at all. I went home. I sat on my couch, literally cut on Netflix, turned on a movie, and just chilled out, because at the end of the day, like I said, once I close my eyes and I wake up, it's a new week. It's more work to be done, and it's another team who's going to be trying to come in here and beat us, and it can't happen.
We have not seen the best of the Eagles defense. I know the expectations are very high.
Yep.
What do you think has to happen for this defense to get to the level that it can be at?
We gotta play like us. We're a team who plays with so much energy, so much passion, and without the fans being here, it might affect us. It might not, but for sure, we gotta find our way, and once we do, I'm telling you, we're going to be dangerous.
Do you find yourself turning and playing to the fans and kind of going, hey, there's nobody here?
100%. I had a play out there where I made a tackle. I was screaming and shouting, and then all of a sudden it was dead silence. I was like, oh, man, there's no fans here.
So there's a little bit of a lesson here. Fans do make it. There is a home field advantage from fans.
Especially playing in Philadelphia.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk finally here. Cornerback to safety. Do you feel like you've got it down?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. It's always room to grow. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the best, anything that I do, that. So for sure, I'm looking forward to upcoming games.
Jalen Mills, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we wrap up our Eagles Insider Podcast Tailgate Edition here with a little word from Jim Cramer from Mad Money. Big-time fan, feeling it like we all are right now at 0-2-1. Nobody wants the Eagles to be in this position. Still, 1/2 game away from the top of the NFC East. But certainly the Eagles need to be better, and that is what Jim Cramer is looking for this weekend.
As a lifelong Eagles fan, obviously, I have to steal my soldiers' hearts, as they say in Shakespeare. But here's what we got to know. I think that people are chronically underestimating how unbelievably good Carson Wentz could be. We had the 2017 Wentz. Did you see those runs? Did you see those first downs? He is mobile. He's doing things that are making it so their defense will have to be able to adjust. I happen to like Greg Ward from the day he came. I remember when he was a quarterback. I had Boston Scott on my fantasy team. What more can you possibly believe in a person and then have him on your fantasy team? I know we've got a bunch of guys that you have to Google. I recognize that that's not the way it should be, but we had a bunch of guys we had to Google in the defense last year, and what happened? We got into the playoffs. Look at this division, for heaven's sake. This division is not set up for teams that are going to win 16 games. So I am approaching it constructively. Yes, I'm worried. Yes, when you go over and play a team that was in the Super Bowl, you can't expect to win. But you know what? We have heart, and I think Carson is not struggling. I think everybody else is struggling a little. They should pull together for Carson, and maybe we surprise people.
I'd like to also add this feature to our Tailgate Edition. We mic up players during the course of the week, and then we also mic them up for game days. And just to give you a little feel for what it's like from an audio standpoint, in the heat of the battle, it's called Audible, and this week it features running back Miles Sanders.
Coming out here. What's up, guys? I'm mic'd up. Hey, don't forget I'm mic'd up. What's up, big dog?
You straight, my boy?
Yes, sir. Hey, be great today, baby.
Stay healthy, bro.
Yes, sir. You already know. 67 total touchdowns in one season in high school. 83. Claire and Bears, yeah. Hey, coach. 83, 67 total touchdowns in one high school season. Bull. I swear to Claire and Bears, they was beating everybody 80-0.
Bull. I ain't believing that.
He was single A though. It's a big difference.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Dummy. Got that tummy. I beat the pop with a passion. But in the back. Yeah. I'm dancing too much. He forgetting I'm mic'd up. He record everything. Is this you? Can you hear me? Yeah, there you go. I found the camera. I never know where the camera's at on game day. Hey man, it's a great day to be great. If you ain't wake up wanting to be great, y'all might as well step out the field. I'm feeling real different today. Y'all should feel different too. Hey, let's set the tone for the day. We the best group on this field, and we set the tone for this offense. Let's get this on. Arby's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arby's. Don't forget I'm mic'd up, y'all. That's the last time I'm saying it.
Great hit, baby.
Our defense stopping them. Defense is stopping them.
Keep running the way you're running.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Y'all keep blocking the way y'all blocking, bro. We got it. Let's go. Every play.
Keep running like that, Booby.
Line.
First down, then clock.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes, sir. Hey, make sure you know the situation. You gotta get out of bounds, bro. Come on, let's go. Hey, what the f*** I'm talking about, boy? Let's go.
Yeah!
Good, Kelsey, let's go. Damn! Did it just go on my shirt? Where that? Please get it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh. It's on you now.
You got it.
I said, oh. I seen her flick it on me. I was like, oh, damn, it's on me. You good, big dog? You straight? You straight?
Run. Good run.
Oh, good, BG. Come on, Zach.
And that'll do it for this episode of the Eagles Insider Podcast Tailgate Edition, presented by Lincoln Financial Group. Insider Dave Spadaro with you. Thanks to Peter Kelly and Ray Doyle for their great work. Thanks to all of you for joining each and every episode. If you have a chance to give us a little review, those 5 stars really do help us a lot. We are all in this together. Let's get a win and shock the world on Sunday night. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Have yourselves a great Eagles day, and fly, Eagles, fly.
E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
We want you to know about all the podcasts in the Eagles network of podcasts. So make sure you tune in to not only this Eagles Insider podcast 3 times a week, but make sure you subscribe and listen to the Eagle Eye in the Sky podcast every Tuesday and Thursday, our Journey to the Draft podcast Tuesday and Thursday, and our Eagles Update podcasts, which give you the news in a flash, Monday through Saturday throughout this 2020 season. Sign up, subscribe, and listen to our Eagles network of podcasts.